I have always said reading is a bit silly, since we have like TVs and stuff now. I decided to give some books a chance, and use this time as an opportunity to discuss them and what they're about. I will at least discuss the blurb. Bread origami and 99 other impractical skills. Do you spend your time watching life hacks on the internet? Then this might be the book for you. It contains many various ways to fold your sandwiches into shapes that look interesting, but make eating a bit of a chore. It also contains lots of other party tricks, like how to give your cat a fade, or mount your TV to the ceiling so you can watch it in bed. Be careful with that one. The local news described it as probably some use to some people. Timothy Lumley, how I got famous without anyone knowing me. Personally thought this was an interesting biography, since I had never heard of him before. He goes into detail about his everyday struggles as a Z-list celebrity, such as how people stop him in the street to tell him he dropped his wallet, when he did it on purpose because he craves attention. He talks about how he never gets any special treatment when he goes on holiday, and often just gets annoyed by the people around him. The local news actually gave this 4 stars and said, "I don't know who this bloke is, but he reminds me of my Uncle Robert." 200 illegal chess moves to improve your game. Personally, I've not played much chess because I don't want to support the monarchy, but that hasn't stopped it from becoming a popular game. I also get really embarrassed when someone twice as young as me beats me at the game. I really can't be asked to learn how to get good at the game, so I needed a guide on how to cheat. And that's how I found this. The book contains plays such as the sneeze, the what's over there, and the false tax evasion accusation. That one should only be used in tournaments due to the seriousness of the punishment. The struggling herald described it as quite an abomination to anyone who respects the game, but pretty decent if you don't. Deli plotter, fantastic meats and where to find them. Ever travelled abroad and wondered where the best place for sandwich meats is? Well then this is the book for you. Contains Deli information for lots of popular travel locations such as Sydney, New York, Madrid and Hull. Now just as a pre-warning, this is nothing to do with the popular Wizarding World franchise. The author was forced to make the title a pun by the publisher, since his name is Samuel Radcliffe. The news of the place gave it 1 star and said, "My nephew is usually a big fan of the franchise, but was really disappointed by this book." Fill in your own thesaurus. This book basically gives you the starting words and leaves the reader to fill in the words that share the same meaning. It never guides you in the right direction or gives you examples, so once you fill it in, you can't help but wonder if you got some things wrong. I don't really know how to describe this book, and maybe that's why I struggled with it so much. It has been used as a teaching tool at some schools, but that was stopped when it turned out students were just drawing penises in the pages. The meaning of life for dummies. This one was a bit weird, I didn't quite understand it, but I will watch it at the cinema if it ever gets turned into a movie. Top 50 potholes to visit around the world. Don't you hate it when you're driving down the road and your car shakes around due to an unfilled hole in the middle of the lane? Or have you ever wondered what potholes are like in other countries? Then you will love this book. It shows you perfect locations around the world to experience that annoying feeling, but from a different culture. It even has a section dedicated to swear words in other languages that you can shout while going over the pothole. That concludes this episode of Book Club. Maybe I will do another one, but there are some decent TV shows coming out, and I think I would rather watch them. But until then, goodbye.
Bye, have a beautiful time!